about the potential likelihood of a TikTok ban. Will it ever happen? Joining us now to discuss that even further is cyber technology expert, cybersecurity expert as well, and CEO of Tenable, Amit Yoran. Amit, thanks so much for being with us. So you were watching the hearing yesterday. What were your initial takeaways? And did the CEO come out in a better light, in a worse light? What say you?
Well, I don't think that there's any light where the CEO and where TikTok come out looking good. I think this is a very scary situation. We have social media companies, which are massive, monster vacuum cleaners of data, of sensitive data, of private data, collecting this information in almost entirely unregulated fashion and using the information, in the case of U.S. social media companies, to influence public opinion, to drive profits, which is scary in and of itself. And terrifying when you think about it in the hands of TikTok with very close ties to the Chinese government, a strategic adversary.
You know, I think for so many American TikTok users, do you think it registers to them that the Chinese may be doing what have you with their data? Does the Biden administration, do lawmakers, do tech experts like yourself, do you need to make that better known? Or do TikTok users not care? I don't know.
No, I can tell you TikTok users don't care. I've got three teenagers in my own household, and they weigh in very strongly at home that they're against a potential ban. So I try and educate them. I try and inform them on the concerns that I have, and they simply believe that the social media value, the entertainment value, outweighs the risk of them sharing their information, of them being spied upon and potentially influenced.
But you follow this very closely. On your radar, though, do you foresee a ban at all on the app? Isn't that really hard to do?
It would be an unprecedented policy step for a number of reasons. Even if we take this step, I think it's only the beginning. It's not effectively reducing U.S. cybersecurity risk. It's one significant step forward. There's still so much more to do. While it's unprecedented in the U.S., we should also recognize that in China, for instance, these types of platforms, Western social media like platforms like Instagram and Facebook, are blocked. China knows how these platforms can collect and how they can influence the population, and they block their own citizens from access to Western social media. So while it's unprecedented here in the U.S., I think it's very clear that governments understand the incredible power that these tools yield.
Yeah. Obviously, China is, a hostile foreign actor on the world stage, and we've documented that here time and again on Live Now. What do they essentially want with Americans' data, and what type of data? How can they use it to their benefit?
Well, they can use it to their benefit today and increasingly over time. So when you agree to the terms of use from TikTok, you're giving that company incredible permission to basically spy on everything on your phone, your camera, your mic, the data that's on your phone, how your phone acts and behaves and communicates, not only within the app, not only within that application, but more broadly, as well as other systems with which your phone or your computer communicate with. So they can collect all sorts of data, privacy information about you, intellectual property that may be present, or relationships you may have, which could be used for them to gain access to those systems. And so the implications here are incredibly important in the near term. Over the long term, the amount of data that's collected, when you apply AI and behavioral algorithms to it, and the ability to influence individuals and the population more broadly here in the U.S., is actually a pretty terrifying concept.
So where do we go from here, I guess? This major hearing happened yesterday. We were talking to so many reporters yesterday, like, did the needle get moved at all, in whatever direction? Will it be banned? Won't it be banned? And so what say you on that matter?
I think we've seen the level of volume increase, which is a good thing. We've not seen action yet. Let's see if the action follows the words that were exchanged and the temperature and the tone that has been said over the last couple of days and over the last couple of months. And I think even if action is taken, it's like pouring a cup of water on a forest fire. This is just the beginning of the strategic conflict in cyber and in social media between the US and China and other hostile governments.
Yeah.
So this is one step, but we've got to think about cybersecurity and influence operations much more broadly than just this TikTok conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just kind of game out scenarios about how a ban would even work and how it could be enforced. Would it just not be sold, basically in the Apple Store? You couldn't download it. How are people going to possibly, get around it as well? Technically speaking, is it even possible?
I don't think it's possible to eliminate it for a creative, technology-savvy individual that wants to gain access to it. You already have folks that have downloaded it, and simply by using VPN, virtual private network types of technologies, they can pretend they're connecting to TikTok from some country which does allow it, and the data would still come through and flow fairly freely. What you can do is block TikTok or remove TikTok from the app stores. You can remove direct communication through the TikTok application and to the servers that manage TikTok from devices. And that's going to probably stop a broad swath of the population, but creative individuals will still be able to get to the TikTok app and to the data and still have their information stolen.
All right, we'll be following it here on Live Now from Fox. Amit Yoran, thanks so much for being with us and have a good weekend.
Great joining you.